Yo, what's going on, nobody's Ace Journey Ninja here today, my dudes, with a brand new episode of our Road to Rank series, aka Ace Journey Training. Hope you guys are excited for today's episode. If you are, please make sure you let me know by clicking that like button for me down below. It does help out a whole heck of a lot. Subscribe if you guys aren't new in here. Share this video with your friends. Now, we actually have a brand new team we're working with today. This is another team I have built myself. As you guys can see here on screen, there are glaring weaknesses. But I thought the team was fun to play with anyway. I took it on the ladder for like two games. I lost both games. You know, whatever. But the team's fun to play with anyway. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I want to see if you guys can give it a shot. Now, clearly, it's very weak to intimidate. The whole team is physical attackers except for Comfey, who is just support. So that does make for a little bit of an awkward interaction in most battles, and because most teams have Incineroar on them or some form of Intimidate, usually Incineroar. Occasionally you'll see Hitmontop, but usually Incineroar, because it's just such a good Pokemon. Like if you're battling to win, you're taking Incineroar, right? So we have a few things going on in this team. We have Sandstream T-Tar with Excadrill, Sandrush, Life Orbed, just a pretty obvious thing, pretty normal. You guys have seen it before. We have Comfey Rillaboom with the Grassy Surge healing and combined with Floral healing for some nice recovery on all of our Pokemon. We've got Corviknight with Mirror Armor, which is basically the only Corviknight you ever see, with a Rocky Helmet. It's a pretty defensive set. It's not actually the bulk up body press set. I opted for not that. I went for just Brave Bird, Iron Head, Roost, and Taunt. So for a little bit of longevity. He's mostly kind of a defensive pivot. That's kind of what he's supposed to be for. He is our answer specifically to Rillabooms. So I didn't really feel like he wasn't really intended to be on the field for a long time. He was intended to be the answer for Rillaboom and help us take care of Rillaboom, because otherwise Rillaboom makes problems for our team. We don't have fantastic answers specifically to Cinderace. I mean, we have T-Tars, Rock Slide, we have Excadrills, high horsepower. We got high horsepower on Rillaboom, and Rillaboom's a decent Dynamax target as well, so like, but all those Pokemon take super effective damage from Incineroar. And we have Earthquake, we have max ground Earthquake on Druddigon as well. Speaking of Druddigon, that is our main point of this team. So the thing that I kind of built the team sort of around, not really. Sorry, Screaming Dark. So we got Comfey and Druddigon. Comfey with the priority Draining Kiss into Druddigon, who has weakness policy and just does so much damage after that. And it's actually a Trick Room Sweeper as well, which does make life a little bit more difficult because Comfey has to survive 2 turns. He has to survive a turn to Trick Room, he has to survive a turn to Draining Kiss, which makes life kind of awkward, but it's going to be fun anyway. So let's actually get into our first battle here. Trainer has been found. We got Blade, rank 9. By the way, we did rank up a little bit. I have played a little bit off screen rather. We got an Intimidator right there. Although this is kind of an interesting team set. I see the Psy-Spam. I see the beat up strats. I guess Diggersby's just there for big damage output. What do you actually want to lead into me, though? What do you expect me to lead? I mean, they can pretty well just go for... They can pretty well go for beat up stuff without too much of a downside. Protect Tailwind, then max beat up. Druddigon doesn't really want to come in against beat up stuff either. Although if they do go for Tailwind beat up, they don't really have anti-Trick Room, do they? Well, sometimes Alakazam likes to have Imprison for Trick Room stuff. I think I'm just gonna lead Excadrill T-Tar. I'm gonna bring Rillaboom and Corviknight in the back. I think Corviknight does pretty well here. This is kind of an awkward matchup for me. I don't have fantastic answers to a lot of these things, and I don't really have a particularly defensive Pokemon. I don't have a great answer for Psy-Spam. I mean, they could just lead Psy-Spam and my only really answer for that is Lash Out Protect with T-Tar, but then they just redirect that into their probably Focus Sash Pokemon. Like, I mean, it's awkward. Okay, so leading Hitmontop was pretty obvious, for real. It's pretty obvious, all things considered. And now they can pretty freely just... They honestly could pretty freely just straight up go for close combat into either one of these slots, right? And then max ground with the other one. Like, they're in a fantastic position right here. I should have led Corviknight. That would have been big brain. I am Focus Sash with T-Tar, but I'd like to keep my weather control for later, if at all possible. I do like the idea of maxing Rillaboom here. With what they have on the field. I'm assuming they're going to throw their max out immediately. I'm really hoping they're going for the max ground into the Excadrill, because Excadrill is probably wants to Dynamax and close combat into the Rillaboom slot. That was why I swapped what I did where, because if he goes for max ground into the Corviknight slot now, obviously I'm immune to that. Okay, he does come in as Dynamax immediately. Makes sense. I did not lead well. The Intimidate lead from my opponent was so obvious, I absolutely could have played into that and intimidated him. That is quite a call. He screamed at me. Oh, it's a weakness policy. Mach Punch. Okay. So please go for the Max Quake. He did not go for the Max Quake into the Excadrill. I don't think Rillaboom lives this. Oh. Surprise, surprise. Now the problem is we're still in a very awkward position here. Because one more Max Quake, even if I Dynamax, I'm pretty sure KO's Rillaboom. I don't have Protect. I can't stall out a turn of his max with my Rillaboom. I could max Corviknight and max Airstream right here and hope that Rillaboom then outspeeds the Diggersby for a Drain Punch. I think that actually is not a terrible play, because Diggersby's not particularly fast, right? If I max Corviknight and Drain Punch, how slow is my Rillaboom? I think, you know what, we're committing to this. We're committing to this. This is a weird play, and Corviknight's not really an intended Dynamax target here, but we're gonna try our best. Okay, and DD, you're taking away the Psychic Terrain. Fair enough. You don't want me to get priority. I'm not playing to the priority. We're going to max Corviknight. We're going to go for the Airstream. We're going to boost our own speed. Now, actually, the real question is, does Corviknight outspeed? I don't think it does, actually. My Corviknight's pretty slow. And it's not G-Max Corviknight either. I don't even know what G-Max Corviknight's max move does. I have no idea. I've never paid attention. Okay, so it's just see max Airstream into the Rillaboom. Fair enough. Which means I now definitely don't outspeed. This is a really awkward matchup for me. This is what I'm talking about. My team, Intimidate pushed my team in such a terrible, terrible position that it's really hard to recover if you don't. Like, I don't even have a lead into Intimidate, really, do I? I really don't. I really don't have a lead into Intimidate. Now, I am sashed. I can Steel Spike into the Indeedee. And I am absolutely sashed, which means does a superpower into Diggersby KO? I really don't think it does, actually. Does he max strike, do you think? I feel like he max fighting. I feel like looking at what his Diggersby is, I feel like it almost has to have max fighting. Hold on, let's actually switch plays here. Let's switch plays here. We'll max Steel Spike the Diggersby. I will lash out the Indeedee. On the off chance, yeah. Because I'm not sure, but I think my T-Tart's faster than my Corviknight. Actually, not anymore. Corviknight got a speed boost. That's right. JK. So I have managed to pressure his... I have managed to stall his Dynamax, but my Dynamax didn't do any more than his did. Which kind of puts that in an awkward position. Right? He only got one KO with his max, but I've only gotten one with mine. And I only have one more turn with my max than he does. Lash Out does nothing. So one thing I could have done differently here is bring my Trick Room. I didn't bring my Trick Room. And that was purely because I was afraid that he had a pretty obvious answer to my Trick Room. Like he had his Alakazam, which he typically carries in prison, and look, there it is right there. Typically carries in prison. So I had to kind of imagine that his Alakazam was going to be, you know, a problem for me. I'm gonna max Airstream into the Alakazam, and I'm just gonna protect. I'm assuming his Indeedee was sashed, but with how little damage it took, maybe not. His Alakazam might have the sash, actually. Now, that was a pretty obvious protect. He could play around that, but I don't know if he's going to. We see Expanding Force come out here, which is gonna hurt. Doesn't do that much, though. Does he... No, he high horsepowers into the T-Char. Okay. And Alakazam is down to sash. Okay, we don't have any priority, and my weather is about to run out, but that was exactly what I was trying to stall for. Actually, how do I even do that? Because he's just gonna high horsepower yet again into my T-Tar, right? Is there anything I can do to stop that? I think even after 2 speed boosts, I don't think Corviknight outspeeds Alakazam. I have to go for the double protect, I think. I have to hope for a double protect. Oh, he protects this turn. And Alakazam Dazzling Gleams. Okay. And that's the end of my sand. And he absolutely outspeeds and just wins now. That was smart plays. See, I was hoping to stall. I was hoping to stall one more turn to stand left so I could get my T-Tar back in to reset the sand so my Excadrill had potential to outspeed. But it doesn't. It doesn't now. I'm gonna protect my Excadrill though. Corviknight has to knock out the Diggersby. If I have any kind of chance of winning this, Corviknight has to take out the Diggersby. Let's see, high horsepower into Excadrill. We got Iron Head into Diggersby. It's not a KO. And he's faster than me. Confirmed. Still, even after 2 max Airstreams. I have to Roost. I'm gonna try Roost and Rock Slide actually. Single target. High horsepower goes into the Excadrill. That's just a KO straight up. Okay. Yeah, dude, GG's. Yeah, my team is really, it's not well put together. It's not well put together at all. I will admit that. I put it together in an afternoon. I think I'm just gonna GG's because even if I KO his Alakazam, I don't think there was any way for me to win that. I can KO his Alakazam, I can KO. Well, I mean, I guess it wasn't entirely over. What does he have to hit me with? He showed max, so he had high horsepower. I think he was choice banded as well. No, he wasn't, because he went for protect. He went for protect. No, he wasn't choice banded. That's a lie. Oh, what could I have done differently? I don't even. I think team comp was the problem more than anything. I think the playing was fine. I think the team comp was what put me in a precarious position. This is definitely not my most well put together team. That's for sure. That is absolutely for sure. And we see Rillaboom and Incineroar on our opponent's team, which is very awkward for us. Makes life mildly difficult. What I could do, he doesn't have Trick Room or anything. What I could do is just go Comfey Druddigon. No, he's got to lead in Sin, right? He does have to lead Incin, but leading Corviknight into Incineroar. Honestly, Corviknight is just Magnezone makes Corviknight almost. I almost don't even want to bring it, but I'm just gonna lead Comfey Druddigon in Trick Room. I think I have to bring Corviknight because the Rillaboom is almost definitely coming. And I think I have to bring T-Tar. No. Excadrill. Excadrill, because Excadrill will help with the Magnezone as well as the Incineroar. Assuming it's not max speed Incineroar, which most are not. I don't OHKO the Incin, but I think I can do pretty good damage with my Excadrill and professional playing. Inteleon, Rillaboom. I don't typically see Rillaboom as a lead, but okay. That's actually fine for me. Because what do? You fake out the Comfey and tighten your focus. I'm assuming it's Focus Sash Inteleon. And probably AV Rillaboom? No. Well, I mean, it could be. It might be. It's probably Kobo Berry, honestly. I think I still have to try to Trick Room here. And just max. I'm just going to max Lightning the Inteleon so I can also take away his ability to Grassy Glide. Oh, he just maxes immediately. Okay. Okay. He maxes Rillaboom right off the bat. Okay, so he's committing Rillaboom to staying on the field. But I'm taking away your Grassy Terrain and you can't reset it. You can't stop me. I don't think Rillaboom has anything that can OHKO my Druddigon either. And he's not fake outing, which means I actually get Trick Room off. Chances are I actually get Trick Room off, right? That is a cry. Holy cow. Oh, wow. So I totally misread what he was going for. Soak max drum solo. Right into my Dynamax target. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that just ruins all my fun, doesn't it? That's actually so annoying. That genuinely upsets me. That genuinely upsets me. That's, oh my god. Oh. I mean, I could have protected, but I didn't expect that bull crap coming out. It was nowhere on my radar. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. GG's. That's really annoying, actually. This team is so trash cans, isn't it? Like, I don't win. I don't win. There's no way for me to do that. He took my Dynamax out of the game turn 1. Corviknight gets obliterated right here. No way around it. Excadrill does not handle Rillaboom. It's GG's. GG's, dude. Woo! Big brain plays. I am actually really upset, and I'm going to end the video right here, cause I don't particularly enjoy losing like that. That's salt-inducing, and I don't want to be salty on camera. So we're gonna end this one right here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed watching me be terrible and lose a lot. Expect more, because we're still gonna do 2 more videos with this team. As trash cans as it is. Yeah. GG's all, and I'll see you guys in the next one.